Hey folks, it's Dennis from the Australian Rock Show. On this show, we're going to take a quick look at the recent EP released by Hitmen DTK titled Six Pistols. Now, this EP has been out a little while. We reviewed it on our blog and also played some of the tunage on that podcast. But if it's escaped your attention, now is the time to get on board with Zeus, the Kid and Co, because it is really, really impressive. Now, I've had this lodged in the car stereo for a couple of weeks now and have cranked the hell out of it. My conclusion? It's good, damn good, and showcases a band who, although forming 40 years back, have the rock and roll fire burning red hot in their belly. Before I forget, I do want to mention that back on episode number 78 of the Australian Rock Show, we interviewed Johnny KANNIS at great length, digging right into his rock and roll story, chatting about everything from recording with the Hitmen, playing gigs with the Angels, appearing on Countdown, the album from 1991, Moronic Inferno, and much, much more. Lots of you out there really dug that interview, so please make an effort to check that show out if you have not already done so. Okay, so on to this release. Johnny KANNIS and his cohorts pay homage to six bands that have influenced the Hitmen's own lengthy career, and it's a concept I find intriguing. This lineup of the Hitmen have a couple of fairly new recruits. I know Tony Jukic's been in the ranks for some time, including former conspirator, psychotic turnbuckle Vince Cascuna, yet all have paid their dues and have done many tours of duty. Kicking off with the Pistols' Pretty Vacant sets the tone. Many have covered this over the years. Joan Jett's interpretation from 1990 deserves a mention, and now Hitmen DTK's is up there with the best of them. The Flamin' Groovies' Shake Some Action is up next, and it cooks. The Hitmen originally included a version of this on their 1984 live album Tora Tora DTK, and this here studio effort kicks ass. Tony Jukic's blazing guitar works well with KANNIS' vocal growl, rivaling the original for power and intensity. No small statement. Rock and Roll Soldiers was originally recorded by New Order, Ron Ashton's short-lived mid-70s outfit, and can be found as a B-side on the Hitmen's 1981 7-incher, I Don't Mind. The retake included here of one of rock and roll's most iconic war cries could be my pick of the bunch. The rock-solid engine room of Tony the Kid Robertson and Murray Shepherd are the backbone of much of this material. Take a listen to I Fought the Law and hear for yourself. You know, I've always liked Robinson's bass playing. It's up front and in your face, just where it should be. Go hunt down the stuff he did with Naked Lunch back in the 80s if you need further proof. Stuff like this, things grow. The run-through of the Ramones' Rockaway Beach rocks hard, and the final track, Who Will Save Rock and Roll, closes out this EP in the best way possible. If you thought the Hitmen's career was over after the departure of longtime guitarist Chris Mazurek, think again. Hitmen DTK are rejuvenated and revving their engine. May I also state that if you've seen Johnny KANNIS in the live environment recently, you'll know that he is indeed winding back the rock and roll clock. He really gives his all and leaves everything on that stage. Friday, April 27th, go see Hitmen DTK on the bill with Rose Tattoo at the Miranda Hotel in Sydney. The following night, Saturday the 28th of April, the Tats and Hitmen DTK take the stage at the Cambridge Hotel up in Newcastle. Incidentally, Johnny KANNIS has a birthday bash on Saturday the 5th of May at the Captain Cook Hotel in Paddington in Sydney. Jana Nicholas and Hitmen DTK will both be playing live. So if you don't mind birthday cake, head to the band's website or Facebook page for more info on Johnny's Diamond Jubilee birthday bash. If you follow the band online, you'll also be aware that the guys have been working on a brand new album. Was 1991's Moronic Inferno their last release? I think so. Man, what a great sounding record that is. Tracks like Surfing in Another Direction, Sleep and Dream, St. Valentine's Day. We need to look over Moronic Inferno in greater detail on a future show, I reckon. Anyway, we have new recorded material to look forward to, so keep your eyes and ears open for that one. As a precursor to the album, they are releasing the first of their new originals, which is a track called Get Up. There are two special shows coming up to coincide with this, Friday, June 1st and Saturday, June 2nd at the LEADBELLY in NEWTOWN in Sydney. Hitmen DTK are launching the track Get Up, supports the Four Stooges and the Black Heart Breakers for the Friday gig, and the Conspirators and Mushroom Planet open proceedings for the Saturday gig. That looks like a great weekend of fiery rock and roll to warm up what is the first weekend of winter. Folks, lots of activity in and around the Hitmen DTK camp, which is fantastic to see. They've long been the real rock and roll deal, and as I've said previously, it is so great that in 2018 we have Hitmen DTK in white hot form and setting stages on fire with their iconic brand of rock and roll. Incidentally, if there's a better double bill than the Hitmen and Rosie Tats currently going on in Australia at this point in time, I'll eat my hat. Again, look out for the new original tune titled Get Up, which will be released very shortly. Visit hitmendtk.com and follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/hitmendtk for all their latest news and gig dates. Six Pistols by Hitmen DTK, very much an essential purchase. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you exit our channel, and we'll see you again very, very shortly. Until then, this is Dennis, out.